So, 2.0 test server. Let's get going. It's taken me about 6 minutes to log on. The stream wasn't happening today because of some login issues, but it seems that's fixed now. So the dev stream, which I guess I was going to be a part of, isn't happening today. For now, let's just see when it loads. Which it is. Good, it's loading. This is actually my first time on a test server on... Yes, I click upset. What was the name? There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we have 1.7 million credits. The M41 is a tier 1. The PG76 is a tier 1. Does anything happen with crew skills? Ooh, so something's happened with crew skills. So for the gunner, we have preventive maintenance, which cannon and hit points is increased by 20%. Let me quickly turn Skype off. Okay, that's all well and good. Advanced progress. Okay, so now we have a little progress bar as well, and a tooltip, I think. Let's see, have any of the people had anything? So that guy increases crew hit points, so these guys have had their skills changed. Aim speed, vision, camera factor, bullseye, fire starter. I don't think she had fire starter before, so she's got that. Okay. Surplus crate. So we've got 2 extra new things. We have the surplus crate, which... Oh! So that repairs all damaged components on your vehicle 3 times. So 17.5, 17.5 is 35, and 17.5 is 52,000 credits. This is a little bit more expensive, but obviously if you can repair all your stuff 3 times over, that's great. And then I suppose the same goes for this as well, for the first aid cabinet. Retrofits. We have a reinforced ammo rack, reinforced ammo rack Mark II, improved spawn line Mark II. So it seems at the moment we only have 2 versions of each. Okay, and of each retrofit instead of the 3 tiers. So I guess that's alright, and it seems that there's none of these which increase the vehicle hit points, which you already have. Improved spore liner, incoming damage reduction. 10% damage reduction. That's nifty. Wheels give you more tread hit points. Advanced fire control, aim time 10%. Muzzle reference system, 10%. 20%. Improved gun breach, 5%. 10%. Okay, so we've got aim time, accuracy, reload. For mobility, aim reduction, pre-cleaner, traverse speed, turret speed, camouflage. Then we've got vision range there and vision range there. And then for technology, which is a retrofit for anti-tank missiles, we have that. Pioneer tool gives you better component repair speed. Improved laser designator gives a better spotting duration. Augmented optics gives vision range. So we have vision range and vision range. So I don't know why that's in mobility slot, but so basically when you're stopped in a scout or something, 40-40, you have an extra 90 meters of view range. Okay. And the insignias are obviously all the same. Let's have a look through the dealers first. So Sophie Wolfie has the T92, is that? regular, premium. The XM1 is a premium. Okay. So changes through there. We now have the M48A3, which before was the M48, M60, M60A1. So that's there, which just looks like a regular M60, I guess. The Starship is now a tier 5. The M1 Abrams is a tier 6, which to be honest it was. A1 Abrams is a tier 7, M1A2 is a tier 8. So the entire American from the M1 Abrams to the M1A2 dropped down a tier, and then the M1A2 set version 3 was moved in. So there we go, it kind of looks like an M2. Let's have a look what the M2 has. So soft kill APS launcher. Improved ready racks. Okay. Alright. Okay. That's it for the MBT line. We'll look at that Leopard 2 later. The LAV 250 is there. We now have the Leopard 1A1, where before I think it was the Leopard 1A1. The Leopard 1A5. Okay, all of these guys are light tanks, I think. Oh no, wait, no. I think. Main battle tank, okay. I thought there was going to be light tanks. But anyway, we now have the Leopard 2 replaced with the Leopard 2A4. Which is kind of looks like Leopard 2 but renamed to something else. Yeah, it's basically Leopard 2 renamed to something else. Leopard 2A5, Leopard 2A6, Leopard 2 Action. It's basically the Leopard 2A7 140 we have in game but renamed. Of course we have the Leopard 2A4 Evolution, which looks very lucky. Okay. BMP, BMP2, BMP3, BMP3M, Dragon. This looks quite interesting. This looks like a prototype model, because I think with the 125mm gun, it was moved onto the Sprott gun, which is what they called it. It's basically like the towed version of the 125mm. They moved it onto a different chassis. Oh, end of service. Okay, rapid fire smoke launchers. Provides 9 total smoke grenades with a 3-round magazine. Smoke can be fired every 3 seconds. Okay. Shock absorbers. It gets a hard kill APS. Improved auto loader. Improved shock absorbers and stuff. Okay. XM800T Law, and now we have the M113A cab, which has a recorderless rifle, which looks kind of derpy, but okay. Stock armor smoke grenades, high explosive plastic rounds, penetration of 1mm. Wow, that kind of sucks. And then obviously we have the Weasel. Oh, I see. So we have like a lighter scout line and a tracked scout line. Well, we have the scout line and then we have the fire support line. So you have the Warrior, then we have the Weasel Heart with 2 missiles, each doing 554 damage at them. Okay. The Bradley is being moved up to tier 8 with 75mm of penetration. Okay. Right, that's those guys done. And then obviously the big round comes with Shiskin, which now has the Schmitar as the tier 2. No changes on the premiums that way. There's a TATU. Oh well. So new vehicles we have the T72B, the T64AV, the T80BV, and the T90A. So let's have a quick look at those. So the T72B comes with ERA, which I suppose is basically the. Does the T72A come with ERA? I don't. Let me have a look at the preview, damn it. No, wrong one. Okay, that comes with ERA, so it looks like Okay, so it has the ERA, and then it has the missile, autoloader, diesel engine, and fast fire control, which is where you get the better aim time from. And obviously we have the Scimitar, which I believe is the Scorpion, but with a 30mm autocannon. Yeah, there we go, the Radan. Okay. Then obviously we have the T-64A, which is a vehicle I absolutely adored. And it kind of seems weird that we have basically a pre-product, well, to be honest, the T-64 we have in Armoured Warfare is basically a pre-production model. Only a couple of hundred copies were made before the Russians decided that they wanted a completely new gun, the 125mm instead of the 115. So you have the T-64A, which I'm glad is making a comeback. The last time I played this tank in full was in the Alpha, which is on my forum signature. It's the T-64A. So the T-64A, and we have the T-64AV, which looks... This is the T-64A model, I think. Further investigation is required, comrades. Yeah. Shit, this is the T-64A model from the Alpha with a contact, but it doesn't have the missile. Fucking getting that. Okay, then obviously we got the T-80BV. Although I don't know why the T-80 has dropped down 2 tiers. It seemed to be rather strong where it was. And I'm very sorry for my absolutely horrific graphics, guys, but my computer can't really handle Armoured Warfare anymore. I think this comes with VRA as an upgrade. Let's have a look. Yeah, it comes with VRA, anti-tank missile. Okay, and interestingly for the Russians, the guns do a little less damage now. Yeah, they're not doing 700 AP damage anymore, so it's obviously been modernised, well, been done down a bit. And the last thing I have to look at is the T-90A, which I think is basically just an upgraded version, or the current version of the T-90, in which the T-90 we have now in Armoured Warfare has been nerfed, and the T-90A is just taken its place. Yeah, it's basically just taken its place. T-90 armor package, and it gets a spore liner. Although I'm not sure why they have the spore liner, because it feels like this line should have the spore liner. So, new tanks, Chieftain Mark II. Okay, that's basically the same model as the Chieftain Mark X. Stock armor, 100mm, 200mm, smoke launchers, approved ready racks. That seems to be a thing with the Western MBTs, them getting ready racks. Actually, how much health does the Chieftains have in game damage? Hit points 2,530. So 2,530, 2,290, 2,315, 1,850, which is quite light. Bigger Bands was 2,075, and the BND2 was 1,000. So I guess you're not going to be that much of a one shot. And obviously, some people are very enthusiastic about the Chieftain 900 as well, which looks a little derpy, I think. It does. Let's have a look at its upgrades. Smoke launchers, 120mm round 3. Oh, so you do get the damage reduction on it. Okay. So you get that, and now we have the Ariete still in the British line for some reason. No change to the Challenger one there. Recon line, the BMD4 is being moved down a tier into the BMD line. Then we have the BMD2M, which feels a little bit weird, because shouldn't that be there and that be there? What's so special about it? Has a... Oh, it has the missile on stock. Okay. Any changes to here? We have the Scorpion 90 with the 90mm gun. So basically we're kind of getting the Scorpion family, in which we have the 30mm there, 76, 90mm. Sheridan is being moved up a tier to tier 5. The M8 is being renamed to the M8 Buford. Okay. That's there. And then the Chinese line, I think everyone was basically, I think everything was dropped. Yeah, everything was basically dropped down a tier. No new premiums, although now we have the SPG line, which is supposed to be a direct fire line, like the FV-183 in World of Tanks. And obviously the new vehicle they have is the Vidra. of a recoilless gun. So we get 2 recoilless guns in Armored Warfare now. We have that and the M113 ACAV. This has an 82mm heat round. Alright. Well, that's a look at the basic things of 0.118. I'm going to see if I can play some games now. I need to go to a pee. So hopefully we should be able to see some gaming videos later tonight. But anyway, thanks for watching everyone. Leave a like, leave a comment. Love you all and take care out there.